I'm excited to present this full kit because I just think it's so fun to be able to be your own cheesesteak master at home.
Yeah, you can have your own cheesesteak party right there in your own home, and you can make it any way that you want to make it, which is so much fun, and it's so easy. Everything you need comes with the kit. You got the cheese individually, you have the cheese individually packed, you have your steak right here, you have your bread. So everything you need is right there to have a cheesesteak party or just have a great night, watch some TV, put on a movie, make a couple cheesesteaks, get a little cherry hot peppers on the side, just chill out, relax, and have a great time and enjoy a great cheesesteak.
Yeah, rather than ordering pizza, right? Have a cheesesteak, have the toppings. Everyone can put their own toppings on there. And let's talk about the Tony Luke's difference, because if you are not from South Philly, you do not know how popular the Tony Luke's cheesesteaks really truly are. I mean, Tony, there are lines down the block at all of your restaurants.
Yeah, we do really well, especially the one in Vegas.
Yes.
The lines are crazy at the casinos.
Oh my gosh, I can imagine. And you've told me before that you always get people saying, I love your cheesesteak, but can I come back and make my own?
They want to come back, they want to do it. And now you can do it at home. As you can see, look how much meat you get for this. Like, this is one sandwich that I'm cooking now. And if you notice, I'm doing it in a pan instead of a griddle, because most people don't have a griddle at home.
Right.
So
you can put it right on there. Did you defrost that first or go right from frozen?
It can go right from frozen.
Great.
Yeah, so it's really, now I recommend that you keep the heat medium low.
Okay.
My thing's always been low and slow, because if you can see how juicy this is, that's all the juice coming out of this steak, because we don't want to caramelize this steak like you would on a thick steak. You want to caramelize that outside on both sides, and you salt it and you get that nice crust to it. You don't want to do that with a thin steak. You want to keep it nice and moist. As you can see, all that juice that's coming out of that steak right now. And I always like to add onions while they're cooking. So we have some caramelized onions here.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna lay that right in. And I even like to throw, because this is like a little more than 3/4 cooked. So now you would add a little bit of salt and pepper if you prefer. Now I add some cheese, because we want to cook that cheese and everything all together in that juice from the steak.
Oh my goodness, look at that. This is truly that authentic taste that you are getting at home. If you have never had a Philly cheesesteak, or if you're not living close enough to the Vegas Tony Luke's or to the South Philly Tony Luke's, now you can have that at home, and you get enough to make 12 sandwiches, the rolls, the cheese, the meat, everything that you need. It works out to about $8 per sandwich, $8.33 per sandwich. So I don't know when the last time you went to get a Philly cheesesteak. They can be expensive, especially when it comes with such a great tradition, such as Tony Luke's. And I wonder if you could show us, there you go, Tony. I was going to ask, could you show us the size of these rolls that come with it?
I'm on it.
They're large. You were reading my mind. Thank you.
So you could see, if you got a shot of this, you can see all the juice and how that cheese is now all incorporated into the sandwich. Watch how thick this sandwich is. And this is one order.
Wow. It doesn't even, barely fits in there.
It barely fits in the bread. Wow,
is that delicious? And that ooey gooey, cheesy, beautiful meats.
Look at that.
Wow. And I love how the cheese is just all melted in there. Wow, is that delicious. You don't have to wait in the long lines. You make your own Philly cheesesteak at home. Tony, what other toppings do people put on their cheesesteaks? So that looks great, the caramelized onions with the cheese. What other ideas do you have for us, or other tips for making our own cheesesteaks?
All right, so we made up some ahead of time right here, so you can see how nice and how moist this is already. And I wanted to show you how easy it was to do it on the frying pan.
Yeah, it
But
took
look,
minutes.
you can add some peppers, you can add some more onions, you can add some mushrooms, I mean, you're only limited to what you can put on top of this by your own imagination.
Yeah,
Look at that. Look at the size. And I'm a big eater, and that's a lot for me.
Yes, it's so true. You really are getting 12 4-ounce packs of that pre-sliced ribeye meat. So really 4 ounces is quite a bit. And Tony, it can be sometimes you'll go get a Philly cheesesteak and it's sliced meat, but it's not ribeye meat. And that also really sets this apart.
Well, you want a good quality meat. And as you can see what I'm doing now, I do this for breakfast all the time. So I'll take an egg, I'll cook the egg, and I'll put the meat right on top of the egg.
Oh my gosh, wow.
And I'll add some onions and mushrooms. And now you have no carbs, it's all protein, and there's your breakfast.
Oh, that's delicious. You could even put it all wrapped up in an omelet with all that ooey gooey cheesiness. Oh,
You're
wow.
only limited to your own imagination. You could do, and cheese, whatever type of cheese you want.
Right.
Like sometimes I'm in the mood for like some jalapeno or Cooper Sharp cheese. So we give you American cheese because that's most people's favorites.
Yep.
But you're not limited to anything here. You are the master of your own cheesesteak shop in your own home when you take this home.
I love that. So Tony Luke is saying, yes, you can come back here and you can make your own cheesesteak.
Yes,
you
you
just have
can,
to
right
place
in your own
order.
house.
You make it in your own house. You have people over, have a cheesesteak party, or because these are individual packages in your meats and then 12 separate rolls, you can also just save these and freeze what you don't use and just cook them whenever you need them. So get that authentic taste, $99.98. Give us a call. This is M97240. The easy pay that you're seeing of $25 expires at the end of today. So if you want to take advantage of that easy pay, make sure you give us a call. Thank you so much, Tony Luke Jr. All right, we gave you a little tease of this.